On Wednesday, hundreds of UConn students walked out of classes and onto the steps of the Connecticut State Capitol to protest Governor Ned Lamont's proposed biennial budget. The rally, organized and financed by the undergraduate student government, got backing from the university's Senate and UConn's provost. UConn officials claim Lamont's budget proposal leaves the school $195 million short of the funding the university received during the previous year due to COVID-19, money that was never meant to be kept by UConn. To make up the shortfall, the university is threatening to raise tuition by nearly $3,000 per student. Students say that this is their biggest fear amid all the chaos surrounding the budget.
Coming from my immigrant parents, I think it's really unfair that, this country promised me a nice and decent education with a low-cost tuition so I can kind of be the future and be a part of the United States. And now I feel like I'm in a position where I have to pay more to do this.
I think it's ridiculous that UConn students who, a lot of us are paying for our own education, it's ridiculous that we're paying off the state's debts.
Critics say that there are other ways that UConn can make up for the lost funds.
The problem is UConn has really demonstrated with all its new facilities buildings, lofty salaries for administrators, coaches, that it sort of needs to learn how to restructure its budget in the first place to benefit students.
If the university and the state are unable to reach an agreement on the budget and the budget goes through as planned, USG remains hopeful that the university will put their students first before anything else.
We're going to do everything we can to have those internal conversations about how we can use our funding efficiently. I think that's something that students have really raised as a concern and something that we are really intent on addressing. And I think the administration has made it kind of clear that there will be steps taken to protect students.
We're trying to make sure that students are put first always. The vast majority of people here today were students. They weren't faculty, they weren't staff, they were students. And so we care, we showed up. And so I think that should be represented in the budget.
Now, the governor's proposed budget still has to pass through state legislature, and that should happen sometime between May and June. So it's yet to be seen whether or not students will be affected by the nearly $3,000 tuition hike as negotiations continue. But until then, from the Connecticut State Capitol here in Hartford, I'm Keegan Brown, UCTV News.